Hi, I'm Nina and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will leave some demonstrations on how you can use yoga straps like Yo Dog Yoga. So those are mostly sold by different brands also as a carry-on yoga strap. But you need to know that they are also pretty good handful to use for stretching sequences and also your yoga practice. So today I will give you some short videos on how you can use for beginners, and that's why I have Frank with me today. He's a yoga beginner, and I will show you some alignments on the best use for this type of yoga strap, which I prefer more than the traditional yoga strap. And I will show you why in a few. And also, how advanced yogis can also use those yoga straps on their own practice. These yoga straps, they have different colors and different styles for Yo Dog Yoga. If you click on the link of the description of this video, you will have also the link where you can buy those yoga straps. And if you use my promo code, you will get 20% off. Another great thing about buying with this brand is that each yoga strap that they sell, they pay 2 meals for rescue dogs. How awesome is that, right? So let's start with those short videos. Okay, the first basic thing that we always think about in using straps is a way to reach for our feet or whatever the goal is, mostly the feet. So those yoga straps, why I like them so much is first, you can move their size. So it gets mostly any type of yoga mat, the thin ones or the thick ones. And also it allows to then size to your feet. So here we go. I took Frank then to a position where we will work our Paschimottanasana. So here he has his long legs, it's both feet on hip width distance apart, and he has his own strap. So his strap, we will now just put in a size that it's good for him, so you can prepare yourself. Each one of these will go to your feet. And what I like to do whenever I do this, and I think I said in another video, is whenever I come and I do this and I secure my feet, so that's not strangulating my feet, like I have still a good pressure, but it's not overpressuring your feet. And I like to place them on the balls of the feet because it's not such a sensitive place on your feet. If you place on the arch, it might feel kind of hurtful, and this is for any type of strap. Okay, so here we go. He has now placed his straps on, and he can have the straps pretty much wide, or if he needs, he can come and place them and secure them so they won't be sliding any other way. So here we go for a Paschimottanasana. He has his back straight, and he will inhale and exhale. Try to come forward. Elbows will be pushing sideways to try to pull the chest forward, not down. Remember? So this is one of good thing. The toes come back. That's it. Feet flex and toes on his own direction. So this is one pose that it's really nice to have this type of strap. And I will show you just right now why. So you can leave this one. if it's a conventional strap, you're actually using this part. You won't have two places to get your feet on, so you will have actually your strap like this, and you will be holding like this. What happens when he does that is his feet get close to each other, and whenever we working with the feet as not as wide as hip width distance apart, it becomes a little bit more difficult to work on forward folds. We usually recommend like feet together for forward fold as you get a little bit more advanced or more flexible for your practice. So this is one thing that I don't like. And mostly it's not for Paschimottanasana. I don't like when it happens on really important pose, for example, bow pose, where you want to have the feet working on a hip width distance apart and not together, coming direction of your head. I will demonstrate that later. Let's get for our second pose of the day. Okay, so our second pose of the day would be any pose. I'm doing here sitting, but usually we do that on a triangle or pyramid pose, in which we come with our hands on our back. You can try to do, Frank. Our hands on our back, and we try to place both hands, palms together. We say like a prayer, hands. Okay, and we go forward into the pose with our prayer hands, pushing our shoulders back and our elbows align, right? Unfortunately, that's not available for everyone, and it doesn't matter the flexibility, and I usually see that a lot with males because they have really wide shoulders and it's difficult for them to reach for the hands. So here what we can do to help them is pass our straps from our shoulders. It will also help as the strap pass, look what I'm doing. So as the strap pass right here, it will help him to have a straight back. So whenever he tries to go for a forward fold, try to go forward. His back is straight. Come back. Now do a relaxed forward fold. I'm not using the strap. Okay, so this is, he will go way more forward without this because he will be arching more his back. So here, give me one hand. This hand comes right here. That. And this hand comes right here. Here we go. Now you have the strap on. So it's, his scapula is here. It's below his scapula line. We don't want to, never on bones because we don't want to hurt. So once he is here, his back, we can align him to have a nice back, shoulders back, and the elbows outside on the same line. From here, you will inhale, and exhale, he comes forward. So whenever he comes forward, he can not arch his back because he's secured, and at the same time, he's stretching shoulders and keeping the chest open by just keeping the hands holding. It's the same principle for who else or is flexible enough to hold their elbows or do a prayer hands. Okay, that's the second option that we have for beginners to use this type of strap and hold from those little nice holes, guys. So another pose that a beginner can use the yoga strap, and it's pretty handful, is whenever you are working on your pigeon pose and you are adding a quadriceps stretch on that. This is also really handful for who is more intermediate or advanced, and it's working on a king pigeon pose where you try to reach your feet and grab your feet towards your head. I will put a picture right there and what is the goal, what is the king pigeon pose. But let's keep for beginners right now. So Frank is already on his king pigeon pose. Underneath his glutes, he has one block to help both of his hip bones to be squared to the floor. Okay? So in here, he also have another block in front of him that will help him to keep his back tall and straight. This will increase the stretch on his pigeon pose. And now I will help him to have his yoga strap handful, but he can just do it by himself. So we will put the yoga strap on his feet. And now he flex his feet and he can keep it point. If you flex, you're also getting a stretch in your gastrocnemius. So pointing the feet, he get the yoga strap and he can just work right that. With extend arm, he will feel the quadriceps and the hip flexors being worked. But if he wants to add also a stretch on the shoulders and opening his chest, he can flip them. So in here, he will grab and he is working now. Also on his shoulder, back and chest. Okay, so this is another way that you can work on a king pigeon pose using the quadriceps. So here, as you get more flexible, a more advanced pose, it will be trying to get these feet as close as possible to the head. Okay? Okay, so just another idea, and we will probably end here, so you already have good ideas on what you can work with for this. So it's the side stretch. So here we have one heel on the groin. The feet will be straight and flex. Chest will be on the same line as your leg. And because he can go and touch his toes, he's using the yoga strap. He can then inhale, exhale, bend to the side, feel all the stretch to the side, lats, obliques, and also from the leg that it's straight, is just hamstrings, all the back of your leg, hamstrings into the glutes, gastrocnemius, and even the plantar part of your feet. Okay, now coming for a little bit more advanced poses, and also it's not that advanced, but also some drills for flexibility, mostly spinal flexibility, is working. You can already, I'm alone, so you can already do that by yourself. You place and adjust on both of your feet. So one thing that you can do is coming with your belly into the floor, getting your yoga straps. So we have our yoga straps here. You might already know what I'm gonna do. So right here, why I like this type of yoga strap is because mostly I can keep my knees and a hip width distance apart and try to work with my feet, also keeping the same alignment, instead of bring everything together and doing with knees and feet together, because in this way we might give more pressure in the low back. And if you try it out, you will feel the same thing. If you bring hip width distance apart everything, it will be less pressure on your low back. And it doesn't matter If you were opening better your chest or not, you probably will feel way better in your low back. So here, coming like this. One thing that we can do to start working the flexibility and also on the chest is bringing the feet back and then pulling your feet back. So pushing the chest backwards, now pushing with the hands to bring the glutes contract and the feet coming forward, and then backwards, forward, backwards. This is a nice way to warm up and stretch chest, the back, glutes, hamstrings. And this is awesome to work also on your bow pose. So whenever we are on the bow pose, we can actually, remember we flip the grid. That's what we usually call. So we flip the grid. And we come with this right here. Okay? So whenever we flip the grid, and we can go as close as we can, we are right here. So we lift the chest up, look it up. Remember, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. So you can come all the way up. Remember to breathe. It's not ideal if you're actually talking while you do that. So this is one thing. Another pose that I love using that, it's our falling dancer pose. So right here, again on the belly, we bring the feet, and here you hold where your flexibility is better. The other feet, the other foot that has the leg straight, tuck your toes to give the leverage to bring your bottom to this direction, okay? You understand better whenever I show up. So here, belly in, lift the chest first to grab for your feet. You can adjust here as much as you need so it doesn't fall. You can keep the toes here flex, so this is not gonna slip out. And in here, we inhale, exhale, just with one hand, we work to bring to the falling edge. So see how actually my straight leg helped me to keep everything coming to this direction. And once I'm here, I can actually working on the other hand to help and pull the leg forward. That's a great way to work on your fallen angel, and never go to work forward and get your feet just over your head. These are two other options that you can work on your flexibility. The fallen angel, the fallen dancer is actually the same thing if you were working on your dancer pose. You have one foot, the only difference is that you're standing. And you can place actually your chest against the wall so it will give you balance. And you will be pulling one leg up and trying to reach with the other hand. So you have both hands coming backwards and working on the opening of your chest. So these are some options for who is a little bit more advanced in something that I'm working right now. If you want more options, just leave in the comments and I can give another video with more options on how you can work your flexibility using straps for advanced pose. Thank you for watching. If you like it, like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so whenever I post something new, you will know. Thank you again. Namaste.